What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to be doing a tier list of all the NBA teams. So first, we're going to have the elite teams, the contenders. We'll do like the middle of the pack. Below average, and trash. Alright, so starting it off, we got the Philadelphia 76ers. I say they're contenders right now. They're not elite, but definitely think they can make noise if they get in the playoffs, which they probably will. Washington Wizards, they're middle of the pack. I mean, earlier in the season they were looking really good, but they've kind of snapped back to reality. So, yeah. Also, middle pack, I'd say it's the Atlanta Hawks. This season they've been below average, but they're too talented. I mean, Trae Young, the hated Trae Young by us Knicks fans, will make them contenders. I mean, they were just in the Eastern Conference Finals. I can't see them not making the playoffs, at least. Cleveland Cavaliers, I think they're also contenders. They had a really good season, although they did lose Ricky Rubio for the rest of the season, but I think they'll still make it in. The Pistons are trash. They've just looked terrible this season. That's all I have to really say. The Pacers are below average. They're not middle of the pack, but they're not trash either, so they're a very below average team. Milwaukee Bucks, they're elite. They're the NBA champions right now, and they're going to make noise in the playoffs. Raptors, they're kind of like the Pacers too, below average. They're not trash, but they're not middle of the pack, so yeah. Dallas Mavericks, I'd say they're middle of the pack. They're not contenders right now. I mean, the record speaks for itself, but I still think they'll make the playoffs. But Luka Doncic, however you say his name, sorry, Kristaps Porzingis, and yeah, I still think they'll make it in. I think the Denver Nuggets are contenders. Yeah, they're a very good team, in my opinion. They're struggling right now. Memphis Grizzlies are also contenders. Yeah, John Morant is really good. And yeah, I think they're contenders. Timberwolves, I'll put them in below average. Because they're not trash, but they're not like any good. So, yeah. San Antonio Spurs, honestly, I think the Spurs are trash. They've looked terrible this season. They lost DeMar DeRozan to the Bulls, obviously, and they're not that good. Next, Utah Jazz. The Jazz are elite, in my opinion. I mean, I know they've cooled off after their hot start, but I still think they're contenders for the finals, and I still think they're an elite team. Next up, the Clippers. I think they're contenders. Yeah, they made the Western Conference Finals last year. Kawhi Leonard, and yeah. Phoenix Suns are elite. They had that huge win streak. I mean, they've kind of cooled off. After that, I don't really pay attention to the Western Conference, so I'm kind of clueless. But yeah, they're elite. So Portland Trailblazers, I say they're below average. The only reason I'm not going to put them in the trash is because of Damian Lillard. I think he'll get traded soon. Hopefully to the Knicks, but probably not. Next up, Kings. The Kings are trash. They've just been consistently bad and terrible, and they're just trash. De'Aaron Fox should be traded to the Knicks. Next up's the Knicks. I would put them up below average, but since they're my team and they were really good last year, I'll put them in the middle of the pack because I'm biased, and I think they're going to turn it around. The Pelicans are trash, awful. I mean, Zion Williamson, he's terrible. Well, he's not terrible. He hasn't played. And I think they're terrible in general. Alright, this one might come as a surprise. I think the Hornets are contenders. LaMelo Ball's been really good. Terry Rozier has also been good. And I think that the Hornets are going to make the playoffs this year. Maybe, I don't know if they're going to, I think they'll make it like a 6 or 7 seed. So they'll probably have to play a team like the Bulls, Nets, Bucks. So they'll probably get knocked out first round. But I still think they have a very bright future. Rockets are trash. I don't need to say anything else. They're the worst team in the NBA, probably. Miami Heat. I want to say they're elite, but I'll put them on contenders. I don't know. Bulls are elite. Top team in the league. Great offseason. But getting DeRozan, Ball. They're a great team. Expect them to make some noise in the playoffs. Brooklyn Nets. Probably the best team in the league. And the Warriors. Who are also elite. Nets, Warriors, no explaining there. They're both the top two teams in the league. They're elite. The Oklahoma City Thunder are trash. I mean, they're a young team, so they have really no experience. So really not fair, but, they're not good. Celtics are middle of the pack. I think they still have Tatum and Brown, so that helps them a lot. But yeah. All right, Lakers, they're middle of the pack. The only reason they're not below average because they still have LeBron James, obviously, Westbrook, Davis, so yeah. And finally, the Magic. I think the Magic are trash. They have 6 or 7 wins. But yeah. So tell me in the comments what you think of my list. I know it might be a little boring because I don't follow the NBA as much as I do other sports. So I do follow the Eastern Conference a little bit, but I don't really follow the Western Conference, so I had to look at the standings for this video. But yeah, like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Have a great rest of your day.